We are back in the studio with two movie legends. The fight goes global on Cobra Kai as the young karate students face new challenges and old enemies in their quest to become world champions. Actors Ralph Macchio and William Zabka are here to take us behind the scenes of the 6th and final season of Cobra Kai. Good morning to you both.
Good morning, Texas.
Good morning. There you go. Okay, I love it. All right, so William, I want to start with you. Tell us about how the rivalry will continue to unfold in season 6.
Well, we have many rivalries. First, we have the Daniel LaRusso, Johnny Lawrence rivalry. So we get to Barcelona in the show. We're not on the same page, but all the rivalries come through all the Saikai Taikai and all the different karate dojos and the rivalries. There's new rivalries, there's old rivalries that tie up and new bad guys, and it's a lot of exciting fighting, and it's pretty climactic.
You can feel it. As soon as the first episode starts, you can feel how intense it is right off the bat, which I think that's what the fans want though, right? So Ralph Miyagi-Do and bringing back Mr. Miyagi's teachings is a big part of this series. So what did it mean to you to kind of take on that sensei role?
Well, it's, paying the legacy forward is a big part of what Daniel LaRusso is trying to do. But he, in this section of the final season, he gets drawn down this sort of rabbit hole of discovery of who Miyagi really was, and maybe things that he didn't know,
and that can be difficult.
So it's great because it provides more hurdles for the story and a narrative. The more hurdles you have, the more you're rooting for success, and it's this big global market. It's against all the best fighters in the world, and the stakes are super high, and so he's struggling internally while trying to be a good sensei, and that's therein lies some interesting storytelling. But yeah, taking on the role of the sensei, we both get to do that in this show, and it's been wonderful and challenging.
Like senseis can do that though. They can kind of, everything's going on crazy within themselves, and they can kind of keep just this poker face on the outside. But you know what? We get to see the behind the scenes of that too, and that's kind of difficult. So let's talk about Johnny and Daniel's friendship. It's been a little rocky, so will fans see a happy ending between the two, or will this rivalry continue?
What do you think,
I don't know. Well, let's decide.
He's like, I don't want to give it away.
Nice. We're sitting next to each other, so that's a good sign.
It is.
That's right.
Today.
Yeah, today. It's a bumpy road. I mean, there's a great episode in was it season 1, Different But Same, where Daniel and Johnny have a lot of similarities, but there's a gap between them. Over the series, over the 6 seasons, they've gotten kind of closer. Johnny's now a part of Miyagi-Do. They've worked out a lot of their kinks, but there's just a place where the two characters are always going to rub. They just come from different backgrounds and different teachings, and they have different styles and different philosophies, which makes it interesting for the viewer, and it makes it fun for us.
Right, and the through line is they both care so much for the students.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why, that's what's forgiving.
They're like parents that, they maybe not a little separated, but they love the kids.
Right.
So they're there for the kids at the baseball games, but behind the scenes they're
I was about to say, it's like real life though, actually.
It is like real life.
And we enjoy them when they're getting along, and we enjoy them when they're not.
Right,
So that's kind of fun for both of us.
We laugh at all the time. Every time we have to get in each other's faces. I'm never. This is it. After this, it's over. I mean it this time. I think we've said it 5 or 6 times, and then we're like, then we hug and make up, and then.
I was about to say, what is it like on set? Because you have to be in like this tense moment, and then right after, it seems like you guys are just close as thieves.
We've gotten pretty good at navigating it, and sometimes we just, like Billy says, we just stop and laugh. It's just the silliness of it, but we play it with such truth and honesty, and that's what's important.
Yes.
What's important.
Okay, I do want to touch on, because you did mention that there is going to be some uncovering of Miyagi-Do and Mr. Miyagi, and the effect that the faith that you might have in those teachings. So do you think it will ultimately help in the transition of winning the world championship, or is that too much to give away?
Well, it's a decent amount to give away, but what it does is it creates more hurdles internally and externally, and then on top of that, the competition for our kids is at next level, and so is the fighting and the stunt work in this section of the season. It's really inspiring and next level, but it adds another layer of complication, not only to Johnny and Daniel internally, Daniel's family, his students,
everyone's affected.
So it's that's good storytelling.
Yeah. And it's the foundation of Miyagi-Do is Miyagi, so that he's having questions and going on this journey. The whole thing may be in jeopardy. Like, who is he? What happened? So there's that discovery in the show, which is great.
It is great. It is great. I think what also is so special is that there's so many adults that can get into this because the show is so nostalgic. There's so many moments and characters that are revived, like Kreese and Ali. And so, do you have a favorite moment or a favorite character that was revived or brought back, or something that kind of goes back to that nostalgic feeling?
There's so many of them. You know, we've had the guys who write this show do such a great job of bringing back those OG characters from those films. It's too much to choose from.
Yeah.
You know?
My personal favorite is the Cobras, the original Cobra Kai.
Yeah, it was great to see all those guys back
season
together.
2 and having, the original guys.
There's nothing better than that one, especially when you can actually get people together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Okay, so I want to know, will this series be the end of Cobra Kai's legacy, or do you think we can expect more?
There's a pause. There's a silence.
There's a pause. The silence is so loud.
I think you never say never. I think for my opinion is for Cobra Kai proper, this is the right time to land that plane.
Yeah.
But for the Karate Kid universe, it just keeps finding ways to give back.
And I'll only say one more thing, and that is Cobra Kai never dies.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't see an end in sight.
So basically,
it's the end of this story. If this is the book, it's a good end of this book.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But we'll keep our hearts open
Yes.
for something that might come into the future.
That's right. You
I
never
love
know.
it. I love it. Well, thank you guys so much for
Thank
being
you.
here, giving us a little sneak peek here and there. Cobra Kai's second part of season 6 premieres tomorrow on Netflix, so be sure to check it out.
Check it out.